Hey folks, good morning and welcome to another episode of Steelers Morning Rush. I'm Alan Saunders. It is Tuesday morning. The Pittsburgh Steelers are back on the practice fields of UPMC Rooney Sports Complex today for OTA practice number 4. I'm on my way there right now, so we'll have lots more coverage. Myself, Brendan Howe, Ed Thompson from the South Side later today. So make sure you go over to Steelers Now. Check that out. We are running a sale on SteelersNow.com SN Plus subscriptions, which come with an ad-free reading experience over at Steelers Now, our monthly subscribers only live stream, and subscribers only content over at SteelersNow.com. And that is $12 for a year. Probably the best sale I've ever had. I don't know if that's factual or not, but don't come at me. But I feel like it's probably the best sale I've ever had. It's the best sale we're ever going to have again. I'm sure of that. So go check that out, please. Um, Today, I want to answer a question we got from the Fax Mob, who is a longtime member of the audience here on our YouTube page and of the podcast about Aaron Rodgers. And basically, I have said repeatedly, look, the Steelers aren't real Super Bowl contenders this year. I think the Super Bowl odds are around plus 4,000. That's just not, and for good reason. They don't have enough talent at several positions, quarterback, wide receiver, chiefly among them. So Faxmob wanted to know, is that a factor in Aaron Rodgers not deciding to come to Pittsburgh? Is he concerned about another subpar season tainting his legacy or something like that? But just the answer is no. In fact, Aaron Rodgers is fairly attracted to the Steelers. He had a number of other options. He dismissed the Giants outright because he preferred the alternative, which is playing for the Steelers. Um, Look, I think he's pretty realistic that no team that is a true Super Bowl contender is going to hand the reins to a 42-year-old who wasn't that good last year when he was playing for the Jets. The Steelers are about the best team that he could realistically hope to lead this year. And unlike the Jets, the Steelers have a bunch of star players equal to his caliber and close to his age. They have well respected, well regarded leadership from the top down. They're a stable, fully functional organization. The Steelers aren't going to have a bad year. The Steelers haven't had a year as bad as the Jets just had since 20 years before I was born. Like, that's, I'm sure he's not worried about that. All of the holdup in Rodgers' decision is based on legitimate personal reasons. It doesn't have anything to do with not wanting to be a part of the Steelers. In fact, he, from everything I understand, very much wants to be a part of the Steelers eventually. It is just that when he does make that decision, he wants to be able to make it fully and not be pulled between multiple things. And so he's waiting until he feels like he can dive in with both feet. And I fully expect him to at some point this offseason. I don't know exactly when, but yeah, it's definitely not that. And he didn't have that many options. There were maybe 5 or 6 teams that would have taken him. There were maybe 2 or 3 that would have let him start, and the Steelers definitely are among those teams. But yeah, I mean, it's not it's not a it's not because the Steelers aren't good enough. Let's just say that the Steelers are. I think I hate to have to continually beat people over the head with this, but Steelers fans' perception of the Steelers saying, oh, they're not a real Super Bowl contender. It means oh, the season's over. This team's trash. They're terrible. They're awful. I hate it here. Um, to the fans of 27 other NFL teams, it's like, yeah, no crap. But who made the playoffs last year? Like, I mean, it's just not. Steelers fan standards are not realistic. They're not. The idea of winning a Super Bowl multiple times in someone's lifetime, having multiple super, that's not the way the league's designed. The league is designed for every team to win it once every 30 years. So the Steelers are so far ahead of the curve, it's not even funny. And yeah, I mean, the perception of the Steelers is great franchise, great run, top to bottom, great ownership, great general manager, great head coach, put a great product on the team, stable, well run, going to be a very good experience if you come to play for them. That's what people around the league think of the Pittsburgh Steelers, not what Steelers fans think of the Pittsburgh Steelers. So, yeah, it's strange. I wish on one hand, I wish you all could see, and on the other hand, that would take some really bad football for you to really understand it, and I don't want to cover that. So let's just hope we keep things rolling, and yeah, I expect Aaron Rodgers to be here sooner rather than later, and it's definitely not because of any hesitation on his part regarding the Steelers not being good enough. That's definitely not part of the equation. All right, short one today. That's all I got on that topic. I feel like we've talked about Rodgers a lot. So if you're thirsty for more, search for more on the YouTube channel here. There are plenty of Aaron Rodgers episodes, myself and Smitty. Definitely keep those questions coming for topics, though. I love that part of this show specifically. It is great when I wake up and I got 3 or 4 questions to pick from to decide what we're going to talk about in the morning. So yeah, keep them coming, and stay tuned for more from practice today. And be with the Smitty on the afternoon draft about 6 o'clock. Like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications here on the YouTube channel so you don't miss a thing. SM Plus sale going on over at SteelersNow.com, $12 for an annual subscription. Make sure you check that out as well. Till next time, thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and enjoy.